All right, so good morning and hello to our ARC 4 students from our different classes. And today we will be covering, and before we do, I'd like to invite our
Good
morning.
morning.
So we're having kind of like internet problems because
Medyo choppy pa.
yeah, I'm kind of shocked. So I tried my best already to increase my bandwidth, like turning off all the apps and other stuff. But like what I said, I mean, nowadays the internet is just really bad. So we have to live with it for now. All right. So from our from our 9 viewers, 6 na lang Karen. But I guess that they do watch the replay if they have questions. So let's go first with our topic this morning. So it's very simple for this week. For had jobs for plotting, and topics we will cover are scale command,
Scale.
layout drawings, reports, manipulating the drawing scale, color tables, and plotting. And of course, you will discuss our midterms project.
Midterms. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry if I'm kind of choppy.
Yeah, medyo choppy even for choppy.
I know. I let's just get through this. I actually applied for faster internet because I'm using Sky Cable, but 30 megabytes download speed is not the same as the upload with 5 megabytes.
What?
Yeah. So and when they say 5 megabytes, it's actually like 1 or 2. So it's really really slow. So I applied in PLDT 100 megabytes per second, but when will that arrive? When will they?
Yeah, that will take some time.
So our topic objectives is still stuck in there.
It's very choppy.
Okay. The session objectives are uh, learn how to use scale, viewports, print styles, and plot commands, and of course use commands to plot drawings. All right, so let's begin. Let me open Project Add. So the first thing we'll do is do a scale command, right? So very easily. By the way, um, does your room face the morning sun?
Yes.
Oh no,
Can you
it's
hear me?
choppy.
Yeah, it
I
does.
hear you.
My room is in the corner, northeast.
Oh, so it does kind of. Very
Yeah.
good, because your lighting is much better than mine.
Yeah.
um, mine faces west.
Oh.
All right, so let's just do this. Like I just made random rectangles, and what I know is the command, right? Let me see if I did this. Uh, so let's just visually, you'll be able to confirm what we just did. So here I select the objects I want to scale. I put in the scale command, sc space, choose my base point, and here you put the scale factor. And just so you can visualize it, I'll just put number 2.
Yeah.
So 2 then. So let's confirm that it should be like, yeah, so it's basically twice, right? So that's basically twice. So it works both ways. You can make it larger
Small.
by making the scale bigger than 1. But it also works the other way around if you make the scale less than 1. So let's get this, and let's scale it back by 0.5, which is basically half. So then you go back to where you belong, or where it started. Okay, so I guess that's easy, Karen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also discussed in the lecture notes, the new one.
Yes, which I haven't yet placed that in my class,
Oh.
but right after this. Okay, so let's do page setup. So let's pretend that this is the drawing that you want to do. Okay, pretend that's your drawing. Let's first see this. What scale this is. Let's anyway. So you want to set your page. So always you can
Yeah.
right click
Page setup. Yeah. It's also in the ribbon.
on the ribbon.
The layout tab.
Everything was still there because I think one of my computers got disconnected. But anyway, so if you right click the little tab down here, you can also bring up the page set. And so what do we want to do with the this page setup? So what you can do is you can add a new one and you can call it 20 by 30 paper size because if you do want it to be 20 by 30, you have a 20 by 30 option. We can choose the printer you like. Let's choose Project CAD PDF printer there and check if it's here. If it's not here, there's nothing that's exactly 20 by 30. Are any of these 20 by 30 B5?
No, no.
No, right? Yeah, they're not because
Maybe a little
they're
bit bigger.
yeah, they're just almost, but not. So we can make a new one. So you can go to user defined. Oh, and you can modify. You should be able to make a new one. Am I hanging? Sorry.
Yeah, medyo choppy.
Sync drives. All right. We cannot add anything here. So you have to check your probably you can press save. Okay, so you have to check the printer because if the print capability to add paper source, you have to check Microsoft Print. It's, it's just Karen, why is it all just it's hello? Yeah. So it's always just I'm not able to add anything. Modify this. Apparently, let's try Outlook. Maybe it can make. No, it still can't. Alright. Okay, so we'll get back to you on that, on how to add a paper. Because in AutoCAD, the function is just here. Um, you should be able to add a standard paper size. Apparently, in Project CAD, it's not in this area. All right, so let's move on, and let's just say we want to print A3. You're making a half sheet. So the first thing you want to do is remove the fit to paper. Since we're using a 1:1 scale on the model view, then model space, then right. And then next is you have to choose your print style table. So how do we do that? Click here and choose among any of you like. So I guess to an assignments since already here. So if you click on new from the print style table, you can let's create from match. So here you can say you can select the colored style table next, and we can call this arc for example. Right. So now that you have that, you can click on the print style table editor, and here you choose the color, change the so what we line type weight. So for
The
example,
screen is not showing the print style table editor.
so
Is it lagging or something? I'm not sure. I
either
can't
it's
see it from
lagging
here.
or it's not able to show that. Okay, I know what to do. Let me answer first.
Okay.
Just be asked. And let me share a. Oh no, it doesn't allow this. All right, medyo malaki siya. So let's see. Ayun. Medyo all right, so here colors do now is change the pen alignments per color. So here we can choose that the color red has a line with, let's say, 0.1. And then color 2 is a line weight of 0.2. And green has a line weight of 0.3. Cyan has a line weight of 0.4. Blue is aligned with 0.5. And magenta is aligned with 0.6. Then of course you can use your gray, which is 8, and choose a line type of 0.1. Same with 9. Or if you like 9 to be 0.09, let's say. And lecture notes you provided, color 12 was 1.2.
Hmm.
So then you say, okay, right? And then finish. Oh, sorry, we should save, or else it won't appear. So let's do that again. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and 0.6. And color 1, color 9.0. Oops. Well, let's make it 0.1 as well. And let's save that and call it exactly what we want. The arc, for example. Okay. All right. Let's open the project. All right. So we're back. We have our print style table. What else do you have to check? So here it says what to print display. That later, right?
Hmm.
So let's click OK for now. Right. We have to add that. Center. Oh, okay. Guess what we did?
What?
We set the page set up for a model. You have to click the layout and then do it from there. See, it's in the current layout model. See,
What is it?
at least we showed them mistakes that you can do. So it's very easy. Do it again. Just add 20 by 30. Has it already been defined? Would you like to redefine it? No. I guess I have to make a new one. Just put here plot. And then changes to A3. Changes to millimeters. 1. Pen. Print style table or pen assignment. Escape. Correct. Okay, so everything looks good. And set this as current and then close. And you'll notice that it adjusted, right? So now let's go to laying out something. To lay out a, how do you call that again? A viewport for plotting, you can use MV. Oops, on the screen. You can use MV there. So, and when you do MV, you can basically just find the core. So let's say that's it. Okay? and metal like this, because we will just define like this is your title block, right? You have a title block there. So again, this is your viewport for plotting. And if I double click inside this viewport, I'm now in the models space. And if I want to get out, I can type P space and I'm out. Or alternatively, I can just click outside, double click outside. Okay. So it's good to remember the P space, because sometimes you can get lost in the model space viewport. No, it's like maximized, and there's no way for you to click outside. Okay, so for example, if I'm like this and I double click, see, there's no way for me to get out. So you just click P space or type in P space, and now you can get out. Right. So let's say I want to scale this object so that when we print it out in this A3, it has a scale. So you just have to use the zoom command, zoom, and then what do you want? Karen, what do you think?
Usually 1:100 or 1.
Okay, yeah, but this, let's try 1:100. So 1 and then /100 XP. So don't forget the XP, because it will tell the Project CAD to scale it based on your units. Okay, so that will be now 1:100. So Karen, because each object is 200 millimeters approximately.
Yeah.
This one here, this is 400 on the bigger one. That's how small 1:100 is on an A3 paper. So let's go back inside. That's the model space, and change the scale is to 1:20. So see, 1:20, basically 1/20 XP, and medyo okay na siya. So maybe 1:10. So 1:10 for probably this object. So that's yes, Karen?
You change the scale in the properties, the lower left properties.
Yes, I forgot to mention that as well. In the
They don't want to type.
yeah, if they don't want to type, yeah, and then what is it again?
Actually, you can just select the viewport from the paper space and then adjust the scale from the properties in the lower left. Uh, yeah, there's a scale there.
There's a scale there.
In the miscellaneous.
Yes, I'm looking at your lecture notes.
Yeah.
Where is it? Because I'm old style. I like typing everything. But you're right, you can actually do that.
Since
Alright,
at least they're not very well, they don't memorize the shortcuts, so might be better
true.
for.
Yeah, in AutoCAD, it's just down here, right? You can choose. Apparently, in Project CAD, it's different. But we thank Project CAD for giving us educational license.
Yeah.
Could you tell me where it is again, one more time? In the properties window.
Yeah, in the miscellaneous, the left, lower left. So it has the standard
Annotation
scale.
scale. No, that's for annotation.
The standard scale.
Which one?
The standard scale.
Mine's not coming up.
Here's a reminder.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, my computer's so noisy.
There's a cost. There's a scale there. I think you can
Yeah,
see.
I found it. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Oh, so that's the other way you can do it. Choose the MB object, and then the standard scale is over here. Thank you. So 1:5 is good as well, although it cuts the others. Again, this depends on what you're doing and and how you want to present your drawing. As like you mentioned, if it's a plan, 1:50, 1:10. If it's a blow up, 1:10, 1:10, etc. etc. All right. So what else have we covered? BL plot styles up top with the plot line type scale. PL PSL scale,
LPS.
and then you can turn it off if you want the viewport follow the main line type scale of the project, which is the LT scale, which we discussed in our last meeting. And of course, you have to regenerate that to see the results. Okay. All right. So let's look at how this looks like when we print it. So let's Control P, and we've selected the layout. Let's preview. There. Let's change some of the colors. So I don't have layers here, but you should really be using layers. For
Yeah.
us, we'll just change the
Color.
make new one. Yeah, no, we can actually change the color just by going here. But please use layers. This is just example for us. So let's change some of them. We'll leave some of them the 0 layer, which is why. We go back to the layout. Of course, the layout, don't forget, you can rename that. So let's say A3. Okay, so let's say that's your cover sheet, A3. All right, let's print this, and everything looks good. Preview. There. Okay, so now, what is something we notice here? They have
Actually,
colors.
I can
Yes.
see the preview.
Oh yeah, you can. Darn it. But let me just. Oh, fine. Let's see if I can do that again. Hello. There. So if you notice, they have colors. They have different thicknesses, but their colors are there. So we have to go back to the pen assignment and change them all to
Black.
So we forgot that part. Close. Share this project again. Alright, so we just go here. Yep, that's the one. And we can just all change it to black. Okay, dinner, and number, virtual screen. Okay, so that's right. Let's save our example. Okay, you can see it. Let me share screen. Yo, there. So now it's black, and there are different thicknesses.
Where is it? I can see.
Yeah, you can't see it. There it is. So we have different thicknesses now, and it's black because we changed the color of the line, not based on the object. We basically selected black. Okay. And of course, for the different colors, we chose different pen assignments. That's why it's called, pen weight, line weights. So it's called pen assignments. So I hope now you can plot your work. And that's important because as a closing, um, I will now open our midterms because I think we'll move on to that one. Before we move on, uh, Karen, do you have any tips to give our students at this point?
Well, for the black one, actually I saw a submission that was colorful for week 7. So
Very colorful.
they should, they should change the color since we don't really print anything colorful. Usually we
That's
just
true. And
or
also, of course, most plotters are just grayscale, but you don't want to make the mistake where the plotters will really try to color it because you never know if they have a color plotter, and then you will be paying maybe 20 times the
much.
cost. Yeah, exactly. Because imagine printing 20 by 30 colored
Yeah, that's
on
expensive.
uh, expensive. All right, so let
Yeah.
me go to week 8. Me, what I would say is remember, be conscientious. So remember all the commands, remember what you want to do.
Oh, and the
Because,
layers are very important. Yeah,
yes, and be
from the
neat, be
start.
neat about it. So everything you learned in manual drawing when it comes to presentation, the cleanliness, the neatness, the even the impact of how it looks like, you want to convey the meaning of your drawing by ensuring those things. Okay, so I'm sorry if I'm so blurry because you don't look blurry. What's your internet, by the way?
I think it's also yeah, it's also Sky Fiber.
Yeah, Sky
I'm not,
Fiber. But what's
yeah,
your download speed?
I forgot. I think it's more than I think it's
Must
more than
60.
30. Yeah,
Yeah, it
60
must be
yata.
60 because the upload speed of 60 is 10. So you'll
Oh,
basically get 5 ish or
yeah, I think
7.
it's 60. I'm not
And that's
sure.
the 4 megabytes per second is the minimum of YouTube just to
Mm,
make it clear. Otherwise, you'll
okay.
be like me. I'm
Blurry.
Van Gogh. All right. So week 8. Where's week 8? Let me share now the course pack. And we'll look for week 8 here. We're almost there. I can feel it. So Karen can discuss
The project.
the project here. Oh no, it's not here.
Mm,
It's a study guide.
yeah,
Sorry.
it's
Let's go up. All right. Take it away, Karen. I'll make it larger, the screen. Just wait.
okay.
Tell me first if you can read it.
Uh, it's too
It's too
it's
big?
too big.
Okay, let's make it small. Yeah,
Mm,
right. Is this it? No, this is
yeah.
week 8. I'm sorry. Let's go to week 7.
No, it's week 8, but just below that part.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yun. All right, go.
Okay, so for the midterms project, um, you'll still make use of the plan given for week 7, the AR4EX7 DWG file. That was also used for exercise 7. So two A1 sheets have to be created. The first is the cover sheet, which includes perspective. Although I think um, they have to,
Wait.
they won't completing this until week 11 or 12.
Yes.
So you can leave that for now. And then the cover sheet should also include the SDP or site development plan, the location map, and the vicinity map. And for the architectural sheet, it should have the floor plan and the roof plan. Of course, they have to make the roof plan. And
Yeah.
then for the layout, it will be up to them. So of course, they'll have to consider the scale and everything. And actually, it's A1 paper, right? Not 20 by 30. Anyway, so
Yeah, A1 yung... Yeah,
it's
A1 is what's there.
23.4 by 33.1. Yeah. So orientation is landscape.
I'm sorry,
Yeah. But anyway,
I'm
this
lagging.
will be submitted along with the finals project as part of the course portfolio for the last week, right? But of course, it would be better if the students start working on the midterms project now, since they can work
Oh,
on
yes.
the sheet, architecture sheet, and even the site development and location map, the vicinity map.
Yeah.
They can do that already. The only thing they can't do yet is the perspective. Yeah, so that's it. It's actually very simple. The
Yes, very
plan,
simple.
and they should have fixed the layers of that by now for week 7, exercise 7. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, fix your pen assignments so
The
they're
layer.
not colorful.
Yeah. Don't submit colorful PDFs.
Yeah, for us who practiced for a long time, it kind of messes with our brain. It's like, what's this?
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah,
All
that's
right,
it.
so let's see if I think we have 12 people watching. So do
Yeah.
you have any questions? If you do, just type it on the chat so we can answer it. So probably go on for 5 more minutes just so we can see your questions. So please just type in your chat. So while we do that, let's open AR4EX7 and just while we wait for any questions. All right. Let's open that. AR. Next question. I have so many folders.
Oh, we have one question, I think.
Yeah, just wait. Wait, please. Slow internet and my computer's like hanging. Oh, Karen, please read the question. It's from
Good
Mika
morning.
Doria.
Good morning, sir. Do we make the site development plan and roof plan from scratch? I'm BSID. Thank
Ah,
you.
yes. All right. So what we can do for PSID? That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm the one who has a lot PSID.
I have two, I think. Yeah, I have two from ID.
See, that's why I really like this interaction.
Yeah.
No, we will change it for you guys, and I'll put an update in our course pack. You guys, instead, I would say is
Enlarge plan.
I was thinking of a FFE, floor furniture,
Floor
furniture, floor fixture, and
furniture.
equipment
Sure.
plan.
Okay.
Just make a furniture plan, basically. Yeah. So good. So please wait for uh, some modifications of the instruction for the
Right.
interior designer. So what we can do is for you guys is, for example, this can turn into a furniture furniture from that. Right? Like I should just do furniture plan. Is it furniture plan or furniture? I forgot what it's called.
For,
Furniture plan, right?
Fixture and furniture plan? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
but usually it's like furniture, fixtures, and equipment. So let's just make it simple. And then let's open some blocks. Gosh, where did I put these things? Oh, wrong place. Blocks. Let's just get some random stuff. Let's get this huge bed.
Wow. It's a lot of songs.
Hey guys.
Don't fit the bedroom.
Mag-over naman itong bedroom. Sakto lang. Joke na lang. Get a small bed. You're maybe the bunso. You stay in the small. Yeah, and then if you have any more questions, okay? That's a good question. Do you have any landscape architecture student in our
I don't have.
classes? I don't
I think that's with Sir Ringer.
Yes, the stuff. Sir Ringer will. Sir Ringer should be the one. We'll inform him. We will be releasing modified instructions for that. Now let's get a table. Like this round one. Okay, and let's just fill in the living room since we're already here. How uninspiring this furniture sets are. Sure that the students are like so just like that.
What about their perspective? Should it be an interior room instead of the building?
Yes, you are right. So most probably because if you do a layout, it's usually a perspective here, a site there, and then location vicinity. So I think ID students can do the floor plan here. Oh, sorry, the perspective here, which is indoor
Yeah.
or interior perspective. And okay, we'll discuss that after.
Yeah. Let's decide on it after.
Yeah. But for now, I just want to put the gosh, please. Alright, we'll put in floor plan 1:100. Of course, it's gonna be because this is not what you set up. Everything is from scratch here. Okay. Okay. So, one here, 1:100. And so obviously, 1:100 is It's fine. There's other advanced things we can tell you, like if you do not now. But you can freeze this, right? You can. All right, and then maybe you make the one. Actually, that one is the one. It's for that. So you can fit in both. And your furniture. All right. So the best practice here is usually I don't include this one, right, Karen?
Yeah.
Your titles for for
In
each
the paper
drawing on the papers things and stuff.
space. Yeah.
For some reason, it's not just anymore. Alright. But let's just say that you've adjusted it. Let's say you put everything. Let's just plot it so we can see how it looks. Or should I change the colors? This is just example, guys. You just can see some difference. But this is not how you're supposed to do it. All right, let's print this. Review. Okay, and then print. Let's print desktop. So it should start, and now I will open it and show it to you guys. All right. So it comes out in the video. So thank you, Mika Doria, for your question. And I guess we have nothing else. Good luck. Next week is
They're gonna have a break. I
yeah.
know.
So what's gonna happen is is it week 7
Week 8.
now?
Yeah, week 7 for the coming week, and then
Week 8
week
is
8
the
is the
break.
break. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, week 7 we covered, which is the scale, viewport, plotting outs, drawing scale. So you'll be doing that this week. And the week, I'm sorry, you'll be doing that in this coming week, right? And next week, week 8, you have a break.
Yeah.
So you can relax.
Yeah.
Week 8. Week 8 is easy. We resume week 9.
9.
So
Yeah.
we will see you on uh, 14th,
14.
November 14th. We see November 14th to cover 8 and 9. Right, so thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Right, so I'll see you then. Bye. Bye, students.
Bye.